How's it going, everybody? I originally was gonna do this video the other day because I went to go see the 30th anniversary of The Crow on the big screen the other day, and I really wanted to just post it immediately out of the theater, like what I thought seeing this thing on the big screen because it's one of my all-time favorites. But I needed a few days just to let it sink in, so I could have some overall thoughts that could actually what's the right word? Be cohesive and comprehensible. Is that the right term? But yeah, so this is one of my all-time favorites, and I know sometimes childhood classics you automatically give them a 5 out of 5, and some of them when you watch them as you grow up, they don't hold up as well. Like The Sandlot is a 5 out of 5 for me. I saw a review months ago where they were dissecting it, and they said, "Hey, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work." And to a degree, they're right, but because I watched it so much as a kid, that just automatically has a 5 out of 5. You know what I mean? So, I got to go see this for its 30th anniversary. They partnered with Fangoria. They showed some behind-the-scenes interviews, and the production designer talked about how they did the Devil's Night sequence, and it was done with miniatures on a giant set, and it looked cool. And after it was over, you just wonder, had this shit not happened, what would Brandon Lee's career have looked like had he not passed away? Because he was freshly new to Hollywood. He had done a couple of smaller movies before, but I mean, his first two really big movies were Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and the 20th Century Fox action movie Rapid Fire. But this was his first, really big, meaty leading part. And he did such a beautiful job. He has so much charisma. He just has so much range. He brought it all. And I just wonder where his career would have gone had shit not happened. And admittedly, I know this is kind of a somewhat darker thought, but I wonder, would the love for this film translate over had he not passed away? Because I think because when you watch this movie and knowing that he passed away during the making of it, it automatically has this emotional weight to it, and so that when the movie ends and it's over, it really sucker punches you. It just does. And now that being said, what is it like to watch it on the big screen? You have this very out-of-body experience because for years and years and years, you love this movie every time you watch it on TV. For me, this was my 7th grade Halloween costume. They had tried so many different they tried so hard to get a remake done. Now, they did it with Bill Skarsgård and Rupert Sanders. I don't know how that movie's going to be. All I can say is the trailer looked promising and it looked cool. I'll give it that. Because we had so many times where they were supposed to do it with all these other actors. The closest, I think, was probably Jason Momoa because we saw that test footage. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to wait till August. It was supposed to come out this weekend, but rightfully so, Lionsgate moved it. Because when you're an action movie opening up against Bad Boys 4, you're going to get your ass kicked. You just are. So, what are my thoughts on the other sequels? The sequels, I just don't think they needed to happen because this was another prime example, similar to Exorcist and a couple of others, where these ultimately became franchises when they did not need to be. Crow City of Angels was a situation where the director, Tim Pope, he got severely fucked with in post-production by Weinstein. He had this cut that was 2:15, if not 2.5 hours, got shrinking down to 84, 85 minutes. The Crow Salvation is the only sequel, I think, that is actually legit watchable and rewatchable. And Wicked Prayer I've seen 10 minutes of, and it's not good. And what I love so much about this movie and as it holds up is that the emotional weight is there, the action is solid, it looks beautiful. All the department heads really did their homework and worked their asses off making this movie. And the soundtrack is still killer. That soundtrack is one of the most metal as fuck movie soundtracks out there. And if you haven't listened to it, give it a listen to. Do I look sweaty? Yes, because where I am, it's 100 plus degrees outside and I just took a shower. So you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. But, like I said, I wanted to do a movie review immediately after I saw it, but I wasn't going to be able to have these, cohesive thoughts that were able to, be laid out. And listen, you're probably watching this and thinking, you're very incoherent, you're going all over the place. Maybe that's so. But I can just say, this is one of those childhood, all-time favorite movie, childhood classics where it holds up. It absolutely holds up. It stands on its own, and it's great. You need to watch The Crow if you haven't. It's on Paramount Plus. Give it a watch. And this is a true 5 out of 5. It's so good, and this is a true one of those examples where it was a 5 out of 5 when I saw it when I was 12. It's a 5 out of 5 when I'm now 27. So, yeah. Did you watch the 30th anniversary of The Crow? Did you get to go? What'd you think of it? Did it hold up for you? Give your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you like this video, if you like this review, give it a thumbs up. If you feel like seeing more from me, give it a subscribe. If not, no big deal. But yeah, thanks for watching this, everybody. Goodbye.